Seated with your seatbelts fastened, seat back, and tray tables in the full upright lock position, and are you carrying items to?
Welcome to another episode of A Random Review. Today I'm going to talk about the Reheatza. That's right, folks. This amazing feat of technology, as seen on TV, is supposed to return that oven freshness, the crispiness to your pizza that's left over from the day before, just using the microwave. Instead of, the oven, or even a toaster oven. Let's take a look. And here it is, the Reheatza. Claims to bring oven quality crispiness straight from the microwave. It has a ceramic pan inside of it and claims to get up to 400 degrees inside of it. How it works: place the food in, cover the pan, crisp in minutes. That's a little misleading, but we'll get to that in a second. So let's open this thing up. It comes with a warning sheet, instruction manual, shows you the different parts you got to put together, etc., etc., etc. And then there's this thing, just a cooking guide. Comes with a knob for the lid, one of those do not eat moisture packets. The lid comes attached to this cardboard thing that you have to unscrew. Then you got to put the knob on it. That came separately.
That's what she said. Don't you dare.
You just screw it on. It's not that difficult. Another warning: if you want to read it, you can just pause this and read it. The actual pan. And on the bottom, there's a warning not to let any water get into that hole, because I guess that's where it steams from in the microwave. And first I'm going to wash it, because you should never use cooking products without washing them first. You never know what's on it. Chemicals, dust, or dirt. Or it could be a returned product that somebody else used. So it's always good to clean it first. Again, make sure to wash it thoroughly. It doesn't have to be super duper thorough, but, thorough enough. I'm cutting this short here, but this does take a bit. Not very quick and convenient if you ask me. Alright, the instructions say you've got to preheat it. Throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes with nothing in it. So let's try that out. Now be careful taking it out, it may be hot. Let's get the pizza out of the fridge. By the way, this is actually a really good pizza called a Brazilian Portuguese pizza that I get from a local store, but I won't go into that now. Anyway, let's put a slice on the Reheatza and see if we can stick a second one on it as well. No. Nope. Can't fit any more slices on there. To be fair, though, this is a pretty big slice, so we'll go ahead and just count it as 2. Put the pizza back. Cover the lid. Put it in the microwave. And you'll have to forgive me because I didn't get a good shot of the instructions, but basically they say to throw it in for 2 minutes. And then if you want to melt the cheese or something, an additional 30 seconds or something. But I just stuck with the 2 minutes, so let's see how that turned out. Careful, it's hot. Alright, pizza's still cold, even though the Reheatza is hot. Now let's see if it has that oven fresh crispiness. Nope. Not really. If you hear any crunching, it's just the onions on the pizza. Now to wash the Reheatza. Did I mention you can't wash this thing in the dishwasher? Yeah, remember that hole in the bottom of the Reheatza? You can't get that submerged in water, so if you run it in the dishwasher, it'll ruin the device. Now, I did trim this down again with editing, but the total time it took to wash the Reheatza thoroughly and dry it and everything was about 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Keep that in mind for later. Well, that's the Reheatza, but I'm sure you're thinking the same thing I am. What if I just heat it up in the oven? Is there a difference? Is the Reheatza better? Well, there's only one way to find out. First, we'll turn it on to bake and preheat it to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you've never preheated an oven before, that means you have to let the oven get to 400 degrees before you start cooking. It shouldn't take too long, and most ovens will tell you when they're ready. We'll just grab a pan out of the bottom of the oven. Some tin foil. Stretch it out over the pan. Cut it with the box. Flatten it down. Spray it with some oil. In this case, it's extra virgin olive oil. Get the pizza. Now, this is a different pizza because I filmed it on a different day, but I don't think that matters in this experiment.
Good.
And as you can see, I'm actually able to fit 4 slices on this tray, not just 2. Now put the pizza on the middle rack. Set your timer for, let's say, 5 minutes. I know the Reheatza is only for 2, but if you count the preheat, that's a total of 4 minutes, so 1 extra minute isn't going to hurt anything. When it's done, make sure you use protection because this is going to be hot.
That's what he said, right, guys, because of gay?
Then take it out of the oven. And the pizza's actually very hot. I found this out the hard way when I was trying to hold it up for the camera. I did it a couple of times before I said screw it and just to put it on the plate. And cleanup is just this easy. And I'm done. Now don't forget to turn off the oven. Now let's try this thing. Yep, that's definitely a better crunch than the Reheatza pizza. Well, there you have it, folks. The oven wins hands down. The Reheatza is just not worth it. I mean, for starters, you can only fit 1 or 2 pieces of pizza on the Reheatza at a time. Say that 5 times fast. Before the lid doesn't go on properly. Versus just using the tray in the oven, you can put as many pieces as you want at a time, depending on how large, of course, the tray is. Cleanup is easier with the oven because all you have to do is throw away the aluminum foil and put the tray back in the storage, unless, of course, it got some grease or something on it. And then you can toss that in the dishwasher. Whereas you can't throw any bit of the Reheatza in the dishwasher. You have to wash it all by hand. And then let it dry. And then make sure it dries off. And then put it in its box. And then put it up. It takes way more time than it does just to do the oven. And it's way more convenient. It tastes better. It's more crispy. So there you go. That's my end result, is don't bother getting the Reheatza. In fact, I've already taken mine back to the store and got a refund. Because it wasn't worth keeping around. So, I'll see you guys the next episode. I know this episode was supposed to be my top favorite YouTubers, but that one I'm going to have to reshoot the entire thing for. And I'd already filmed some of this before with, obviously whenever I'd gotten pizza and was able to use it. And So I went ahead and knocked this one out because it was going to be a lot easier to do. But that one's coming down the pike. And I've also got another episode planned beyond that. But I won't give you any hints of what it is. But it's kind of retouching something that I've already reviewed. Wow, that's not a lot of things that could be. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care and have a good night. Alright, that's it. I'm done.